Today I'm going to show you how to make a really fun and festive pocket on your embroidery machine. I'm going to be using the Mug 2 Applique Design from Kimberbell's Cup of Cheer quilt. As you can see, by having this mug made into a pocket, I can slip this darling candy cane right into it. This pocket would also be the cutest gift to give, filled with maybe a gift card or money, or maybe even some hot chocolate packets. There's an idea. As you can see on page 37 of your book, this mug is done in two parts, part A and part B. Notice that I'm also going to need three types of stabilizer: Kimberbell's light mesh cutaway, our fusible backing, and finally our wash-away stabilizer to help create the pocket portion of the block. Part A has you making that pocket portion, so I'm going to start by hooping my wash-away stabilizer in a 5x7 hoop. Since this is the pocket, there's no need for doing the background quilting yet. We're going to do that as part of part B. The first step, go ahead and stitch the mug placement line. Place your mug fabric right side up, and then stitch the mug tack down line. Change your thread to white and stitch the snowflake detail. Now turn your hoop to the back and place your second piece of pocket fabric with the right side facing up and tape it in place. Carefully place your hoop back onto the machine and stitch out step number 4, which is the mug tack down line and alignment stitches. Go ahead and take the hoop off the machine and trim the fabric just along that top curve only, pretty close to the stitch line. Now turn the hoop to the back and trim the fabric along the top curved edge of that side as well. Next, I'm going to change my bobbin thread to match my top thread. Now, since it's a pocket, there's a good chance you're going to see the bobbin thread, so that's why I want you to make it the same. Then proceed to stitch the satin outline along the top. Now, you're done with part A. Go ahead and remove the block from the hoop and trim away the extra stabilizer. You can remove that excess stabilizer along the top curved edge with a wet cotton swab or finger. Then allow it to dry. It's now time to move on to part B. In part B, I've already hooped my light mesh cutaway stabilizer and proceeded to stitch out my background quilting and the first part of my applique mug. I also stitched out my mini marshmallows and used Kimberbell's white embroidery topping to make those white marshmallows really stand out. You can view those steps on the second column of page 38. Now it's time to stitch that pocket placement line and the alignment stitches. Here's a closer look at where those alignment stitches are going to go. Now go ahead and take that pocket that you stitched out earlier, and with the design side up, you're going to align the mug top satin outline with the upper alignment stitches. You can also verify the alignment of the lower alignment stitches, and when it looks good, go ahead and tape that in place. Stitch the pocket tack down line and remove the hoop from the machine. Go ahead and then trim away that extra fabric, but be sure not to trim the mug satin stitch that's inside that tack down line. Finally, stitch the mug satin outline and remove the block from the hoop. After you're done, the block is going to be squared up to 6.5 by 6.5 inches. When it's time for day 13 of your Advent quilt, you're going to be ready to place the candy cane inside the pocket.